When browsing places like Reddit, Discord servers, Twitter, YouTube, you'll see one thing in common with all of the Epic setups. They've got awesome gaming PCs, they've got awesome gaming monitors, but more importantly, they've got awesome RGB. And when looking for an RGB setup to make your monitor just glow a little bit, there's a lot of options. And I came across this video on Linus Tech Tips and, well, it looked pretty awesome. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that, until I saw the price. And I was just blown away that a single RGB setup can cost over $300. And that's not even the rest of everything. It's just the one box to control everything, plus some towers and a backlight. Hilariously though, the same company that makes that AI box also makes this. It's the exact same thing without the AI box and instead uses a sort of camera to control the whole thing. And while this does retail for around $160, I did pick this one up for just 80 bucks on Amazon in the exact same place that I could have bought the AI box. So let's get into this box and see, is it actually worth it? Hello and welcome. My name is Wolfie. You're watching GreaterThanPie, and today we're looking at the Govee Dream View Pro, G1 Pro. There's a sticker covering part of its name. I don't really think the name's all that important because it does exactly one thing, and that is make it so that your monitor has extra RGB around it to hopefully increase immersion, is what they're kind of claiming that. And I think I'm gonna have to test that further, but the big thing is it will add more RGB lights into my setup, which already has quite a few RGB lights. And I feel like I'm missing something, you know, specifically behind and to the sides of the monitor. And that's what this is for. So as I mentioned, there is a couple of versions of this. There's actually a cheaper version than this one that just has the backlight plus the little camera module thing. And then there's this version, which has the light bars on the side, the camera, and the backlight. And then there's one that has a AI box, which looks at your monitor through the HDMI cable, and then that goes into your monitors. And essentially Govee makes all of them. So yeah, there's a lot in just this one product stack. And this one's kind of like the middle of the road, which I think is probably more accessible to most people. All sides of the box pretty much just show you the various parts that come with this. And then the actual box to open it. Oh, it's got my favorite things. Peely-doos that require absolutely nothing to remove. All right, and in the box, we've got another picture of the things in the box. Okay. I wonder if underneath this picture of the things inside the box are the things that should be inside the box. Oh, they're in the exact same spot. That's actually, okay. Presentation-wise, that's pretty cool. And the foam, it's got a nice felt finish to the top. Nice. So this is the cables to this. It's all powered via USB-C. A single USB-C cable connects to the two light bars here. Oh. The bottom of the grip thing had come slightly undone. So that's light tower 1. And this is light tower 2. And those are connected to this, which has a USB-C cable. So they are tethered together. So you're going to have a maximum distance that you can put these apart from. But yeah, this table is about the size of a large desk. So, oh yeah, you can conceivably put it on both sides of a fairly large table. This would be probably 59 inches. Not bad. Okay, then this is our camera module, and it sticks on with 3M tape. That's gonna be funky. It's got this little like clip thing to kind of like aim itself down once it goes over the monitor. And then there's a camera lens right here along with 2 USB-C ports into the back here and a power adapter. Okay, so even further into the box we go. We've got some setup info, quick start guide. Govee now begins your journey for the app, user manual, which we're going to probably take a look at. So one cool thing about the Govee monitor, or the Govee products, is they don't require any centralized hubs, unlike the Philips ones. So that's actually pretty cool that you can do that. And it looks like this is designed to work with ultrawides, thank goodness, because it's going on an ultrawide. So inside this compartment is the rope light, some foam blocks, and a mounting template for the rope light. Oh, this is for 21x9. This is for ultrawide. Oh my. Okay, I'm a little bit more impressed, Govee, than I was previously, because this is a template for 16x9. So there's one template for the big boys and then one for the small ones. Comes with alcohol prep pads. Smart, because these things are going to be sticking to this. And I'm assuming that this is going to be the rest of our mounting hardware. This is already more of an adventure than I thought it would be. All right, and so here, this is something I love to see. This is the RGB tube light that's going to go on the back. It is diffused, completely diffused. It's designed to specifically go in the back there, look good. So even if your monitor didn't face a wall, you would have at least nice diffusion. And then in this box, see what's in here. Okay, first thing I've got in here is a audio cable? Why do we have an audio cable? Make the longest part of the cable plugged into the camera. Otherwise, the length of the cable may pull out and the camera may be affected with color tracking. Camera headphones. Huh? Oh. It has music tracking built into it probably, and that's what that's for. So that's kind of cool. So it's not using like a rinky-dink microphone, it's actually listening straight in. All right, and these are some pretty chunky mounties. Okay, let's see. We got our power brick. And it looks like this is a 12 volt, 3 amp power supply. Pretty standard stuff. So this whole thing is going to be at least on the one power brick, which is going to be nice. So that's good. Keep back panel monitor dry and clean before installation. Yeah. I was thinking I'm going to be able to set this up without having to like disassemble my setup, or at least without having to turn my monitor around. But yeah, that's not happening. I'm going to have to take part of it apart. This is a lot of little clips here. So these like go into the corners and they hold this in place so that you don't have any issues. And there's like a lot of little tiny pieces here. So this is going to be a monster of a setup. I don't even know what these are for. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to go set this up and then I will meet you at the computer once it's all running. Maybe we'll give it a test spin to see how good it really is.
So it took a little while to get set up, but it was definitely worth it. To get the monitor fully configured, I had to remove it off of the mount and lay it down flat so that I could make everything just kind of fit. And the install wasn't exactly perfect. Supposedly my monitor was not supported, but those foam blocks that were included in the package are actually there so that you can kind of build up the mounts if needed. So I made it work, and it wasn't really all that hard to do so. And now that it's all hooked up, I mean, just look at this. Like, playing a game like this is just absolutely amazing. And the more of these products you actually combine into this ecosystem, the crazier it gets. I ended up adding 2 additional light bars to the monitor on top so that it filled out the rest of the room. And I connected the ones that I have for the pegboard and an RGB light that I have for illuminating my desk. And it's just one crazy RGB setup at this point, and I really do like it.
Now, the ecosystem is also way cooler than I thought it would be. I can sync all of this to just the one DreamView device on the monitor, which means, yeah, it was easily one of the most immersive RGB experiences I've ever had. And I feel like I could take it further, since that PC right there actually is controlled by one piece of RGB software, which is Razer Synapse. So with Razer Synapse, which can talk to Govee, which I don't think we really have to, I might be able to set this thing up so that I have an RGB setup that just works across everything. And I feel like that would be at least an interesting video to watch. That being said, this thing is cool. And honestly, for 80 bucks, I'm pretty blown away by it. The light bars look nice. They're pretty even. And the actual diffusion on the back looks great. The syncing is actually pretty nice. There's a couple of interesting effects. So if the screen turns all black, it actually sets the light bar to red, which is a way of making it so that your eyes don't have to adjust as hard, which might or might not actually reduce fatigue. These are all things that I would have to test further, but the main thing is it is actually really fun, and I almost got completely lost in just Muse Dash, which is a rhythm game that I was playing, and even that was just pulling me further in. So overall, this thing is really cool, and honestly, I recommend it. It works way better than I thought it would, and if you are buying all Govee stuff, which Govee tends to be on the cheaper side for RGB, you got this intercompatibility that's just impressive. So, Govee, good job. Now, let me know in the comments, do you like the RGB? Should I add more RGB? And would you like to see the ultimate RGB setup? Because I certainly will. And if you want to see more videos from us, you can consider supporting us down below, checking out our shirts or any of the other options. And of course, subscribing is one of the most impactful ways that you can help grow this channel. But I will see you in the next video. Wolfie, out.